Hi everybody, this is Alchemist 2 and I'm back again with another book review. This is the third book in the Dresden files. It's called Grave Peril. And in this particular one we learn about the different councils, mainly the Red Council, which is the Vampiric Council, and there are ghosts that are causing issues as well. And there's one particular shade that has more power than what Harry has ever experienced before, and this sends the spirit world into a tailspin and everything goes berserk basically. And in this particular book we learn about the purpose of the soul gaze, particularly with members of the vampiric race, as well as the Fae. And the next book is called Summer Night. The Fae and vampires don't really have a soul, and they have that kind of gaze that just mesmerizes you, and you cannot lock yourself out of it. It is not something that you can just break. And I always thought that was interesting in the books when he talks about the soul gaze. It's really quite fascinating. I like the whole concept of the soul gaze. It's kind of like a mind meld, only it goes even deeper than a mind meld. I got through this book very quickly. I was very surprised at how fast I was able to read this whole book. Harry also has a romantic interest in this book, and what happens to her is just so wrong. It just makes you want to go, "Ah, Jim, you sadist!" But it was just so sad. But there's actually some happiness in that as well. There's a lot of pain and pleasure in Harry's life, and it's a delicate balance between the two. And we learn about his godmother, who happens to be Faye. Leah, actually. Her whole name is Leah something else. I mean, it's this big long name that you learn in Summer Night, which, I haven't really read yet, but I'm getting into it. It just continues this nice chronological, episodic continuum that is very easy to follow and get involved in, and once you've finished a book you can continue with another. He does such a really absolutely stellar job in segueing from one book to the next, and I'm interested in seeing where the Vampiric War will head. And the White Council, why does the White Council have so much disdain for Harry? Well, I think we're getting to why exactly the White Council hates him as much as why they hate him. And they talk about the Merlin. The Merlin is basically a council for the wizards, or the elders. And there's a lot of more archaic magic involved in this one. And there's a Templar Knight. Actually, he's more than a Templar Knight. His name's Michael. He's known as the Fist of God. I would consider him an archangel. And he's a big part of this book. I love Michael. He's very humble. He's the exact opposite of Harry. And they make a good contrast to one another. And even though this book, the books continually get darker as they go along, there's still quite a bit of humor, and it keeps you laughing all the way. And then you feel a sense of sorrow for Harry as well, with the loss that he experiences, and he almost dies in this book, but it's really quite intriguing and fun, and just a rollicking thrill ride that Butcher keeps us wanting more.